Welcome back, Ram fam, to Black Ram GX Gaming. We're here, we're live. Playing another day of Rainbow Six Siege. Should be a good one. We had some pretty fun stuff yesterday came up. We got some pretty good clips. One of the clips we put out was already one of my top 5 shorts that I've ever put on YouTube. Pretty awesome. Big shout out to the new subs over there on YouTube. I'm not sure you are. I don't know how to see all that stuff. But we did gain like 4 or 5 yesterday, and it's pretty awesome. We also did just put out a fun video from yesterday's events there in that last game where the guy kept sending me messages asking me to take out one of our teammates. And by the end, he got so frustrated. He said he was going to pay me $5. He never did. So then I didn't do the deed because he didn't pay me. And then by the end, he pissed me off, so he died. It's a pretty good one. Check it out. I put it here on Facebook. It's on TikTok, and it's on YouTube. It's like a 7-minute long video, over a half-an-hour match, cut down, gave you all the good stuff, so check it out. Ryan Montgomery, what's going on? Let's get this hype rolling and this hype party rocking, baby. Hell yeah. I got a cheers here right for you. Appreciate you. And on Candy, thank you for that like, buddy. How are you guys doing? Let's go! Speaking of, let's get to it. So check out that video from yesterday that just came on, actually today, of the crazy guy trying to get us to kill our teammate. I think it's called, what is it called? Something about being a hitman. Hired to be a hitman in Siege. Check it out. It's fantastic. What's up, dude? Uncanny, my man. Ryan, thank you for the share as well. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I'm ready to get some early wins here. If you are watching for the first time, even after the stream's over, please drop a follow. Means a lot. We did gain a new follower here on Facebook yesterday too. Don't know who you are, but thank you very much. It was awesome. That was funny. I thought the whole series of events was so good. And then getting 47 party invites afterwards. After I killed him, he started rage inviting me. Oh, it was so good. And I wouldn't have killed him either if he didn't start destroying my traps. But I had to after that. It was actually probably that video I edited. I just put it out there about 4:30 today. It's about an hour and a half ago. It's probably one of my best longer edits I've ever done. I was really excited. And Candy, thank you for that share as well. Cheers. The toxicity, I know. Well, it was a 1-for-1 trade. Because, one guy, the guy who was messaging me, got killed by the other random, and then the other 3 guys were grouped together. So, when one of the 3 guys who were grouped together got revenge, all 3 of them got ricochet. They no longer could hit that guy back. Ryan, thank you very much. Appreciate that like, buddy. Cheers. So they were 1-for-1 on team kills. They needed me to be the tiebreaker. And honestly, I might have done it if he didn't say he was going to pay me money first. Once he put money on the table, it wasn't happening until I had money. But that would have been probably the funniest way I'd have ever made any money on on the stream, is by a guy Venmoing me to team kill. How great would that have been? If he had asked, okay, what's your Venmo? I would have gave it to him straight away. We could have had a deal. Either way, that was good content. I just hope something like that happens again today. Okay. But that's Siege for you, isn't it? So I've been playing Siege since there was no ricochet. The only consequence to team killing over and over and over was you lost some points, but nobody seems to care. Should have asked for 15, an extra 5 for every annoying invite. Oh man. That'd have been a lot of money. Shit, yeah, I should have. Should have sent him a message after all the 47. It would have been more than 47. I had blocked him. So 47 invites he had sent me by the time I blocked him, and they kept coming for like another 4 or 5 minutes. It was wild.
We need to locate a bomb.
That's why I love Siege. 5 people on each team to do something completely random. But that is not something that's happened to me very often, so I love it. You're able to kick people out of your team. You're able to vote people out just by having 3 people and holding the majority votes. William, hello, how are you doing, buddy? Aloha, bonjour.
10 seconds to go.
Thank you for that like. Cheers.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
But yeah, like I was saying back in the day, you couldn't get ricocheted or kicked out or nothing when the game first came out. They wanted the most realistic experience, and they underestimated how toxic people were going to be. Which is really like crazy. Absolutely crazy that they thought people weren't going to do stuff like that. And they've slowly put punishments in for team killing. You know, Ricochet wasn't there till what, like 2 years ago or something? This game came out in like 2015, so like 7 years ago. On a positive note, still grinding runes. 3.5 million. Jeez.
Hello there. Shock.
Oh, he just get clapped? I'm scared. TJ, thank you for that like, buddy. How are you doing?
You have dropped the diffuser.
It's not that kind of floor anymore.
The diffuser is now secured. 4 remaining.
Pistols only. Oh! Cheers, thank you, TJ. See, all you gotta do is what I just did there. You hide behind the corner, you let him blow his load, and then you come around and you just aim accurately. I have an addiction to this, I know. I'll say. You have so many runes. You just gotta remember how much easier they are to get after you get in a new game. Excuse me, new game plus. Got the burpees. Have you progressed, Ryan, in the game at all yet? Or are you still at like, can't remember if you were in the snowfields or if you got to the Halka yet? Are you pushing forward at least? Or are you just purely grinding? Are you doing the grinds down in,
We need to locate a bomb.
near Mo? Those are probably the best ones in the game.
Drone has located a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. insertion. 5 seconds before insertion. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Anchoring this entry. Mindset.
See you on the other side.
Knock, knock. Room activated.
Can I not hop this? Oh.
Flashbang.
Loading new magazine.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs. Op 4 last stop standing. Op
Who
4
needs
eliminated.
teammates?
Friendly.
Well, I needed that one guy. This is Habana. Me and him are crushing it. Rest of the team can't speak for, but that's okay. All you need is Jill Valentine. Ryan, you haven't progressed at all. Actually, add across the roots, grinding runes, where Fia's quest ends. Oh, okay. It's probably a good area. I guess I never thought about down there. Okay. Is your goal changing, or are you just obsessed with becoming overpowered at this point? I've seen a bunch of
We need to locate a bomb.
videos. I haven't actually seen them, but a bunch titled that they were trying to do one-hit boss only playthroughs. Either naked guy with a hammer or a picture of One Punch Man or something to emphasize that they're
Drone
trying to
has
do
located a bomb.
one hit only, so it doesn't matter. Don't need to have health, don't need to have anything else, just because
Be advised your drone
it's
has
one hit or
located a
die.
bomb.
Which
10
sounds
seconds
interesting.
before insertion.
Maybe a
5
little more
seconds to
commitment
go.
than I have.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Now we got audio in the room. scared the fuck out of me. That was a really interesting strategy. I haven't seen that before. Oh no.
Get up and give them hell.
Maybe these two can pull it off. That Hibana did some crazy shit with me last time. But they don't know the strat.
The
No, I use
diffuser
none,
is
I
now
guess.
secured. You must recover the diffuser.
Oh.
One friendly operator remaining.
Gotta look behind you there. Ryan, you're not sure? You're not sure what you're aiming for? You're just doing it?
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Don't even know where he was. That was like Rainbow Six Vegas 1 or 2 if you ever played that back in the day. They had Terrorist Hunt, and the computers weren't maybe the most intelligent in the world, but their accuracy was insane off the charts. It only took 3 bullets for you to die. And there was no kill cam. So you could get killed and you would never know how they did it. With like 10 to 12 of them rushing you at once. And you might have one person who's backing you up. I missed that game. That game was fantastic. The customization in it was insane. I think I played the multiplayer on Rainbow Six Vegas once. 2. I think it was 2, but I played it once or twice. And it was not that great. I don't think it was really the big focus at the time as much as this campaign was. The campaign was pretty awesome.
Protect the bombs.
Ryan, since you've seen some of those videos, do they actually work? The one-shot strats?
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Unrolling razor wire.
Or are they just clickbait attempts? Do something that you can't.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
I find our lack of reinforcements disturbing.
ADS active in the sector.
Tango in my sights.
Loading mag.
Visual on the target.
Oh, I don't want to be here. Look at that drunk. Look. These rooms are hella not secure with 2 roamers.
Destroy it.
God damn it. 2 roamers doing what?
Friendly, last operator standing.
Damn, that must have been fun. One shot in with that sniper feels
All friendlies
good.
were eliminated.
I don't use Callie too often because it's just like the situations where you get to use her are small, but that was a really good one. Kitchen dining used to be the creme de la creme of defense spots on this map. Oh, you want Jaeger, huh? I guess you can have it. Dang, I've got an elite mute. I gotta put that on. Ryan, probably quit once it starts costing $1 million to level. You'll probably quit. Oh, okay, quit once it starts costing $1 million to level. Want to get certain stats to a certain level. Guy using the hammer one-shotted most of the bosses. Later, when he was using even more spells to increase damage, I believe he finally got him. Remember how the points of faith? You have to have 4 rivers of blood. Ah,
Pass those plates around.
interesting. I did see a lot of the bigger strategies where you can do the seppuku thing and essentially spam that.
Device placed. Device positioned. Setting C4.
10 seconds remaining.
Kona on standby.
5 seconds to insertion. Bomb locations are secure.
Kona station deployed. Healing station placed.
Every time I see the reinforcements as I run around, I'm like, what is happening? Doing Rook and Mirror, that shit should be all done.
Wall secured.
Those naughty little
Let
biscuits.
me have a look at you capullos.
Naughty little possums.
Now you see. Now you won't. Position device.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
How can it possibly be spotted by a scan?
Located a bomb.
Oh fuck! There's a guy in the room. What's he doing?
Op 4 has deployed a diffuser. You need to destroy it. Friendly, last operator standing.
We got some nib nubs on the team. Can't do a defense because these guys are all over in weird
Mission failed.
positions.
All friendlies have been neutralized.
That's alright. That's alright. How many times have I died? 3? Cheers. I don't want to lose this. So this is what we're gonna do.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected. 5 seconds.
Throwing the razor blade. Initiate jammer.
You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
Set barbed wire.
Setting the razor cell.
Get best placed.
Placing a razor bloom.
Wall fortified. Place device. Reload. Set device.
Razor cell out.
Dude, what the hell? I thought that was...
Place device. Ready device.
Nice, stopped them both! I am the ultimate.
Device placed.
A bomb has been located by Op 4.
Loading new magazine.
Op 4.
Oh my god!
Standing.
That's a good trade. Because I won.
Loading new mag.
Dude, last guy's 2 floors away from the room.
Seconds left. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Whew. That was good. To be honest, I don't want to defend that again. I'm gonna grab this just in case because I don't feel like my case is gonna get pleaded. I think I got lucky, to be honest. I don't wanna... How you say try again? I think that this will go poorly. We got 2 of these clowns who are in the 2nd floor. Why anyone's gonna come in the 2nd floor is beyond me. Maybe 2 people in the room defending 2 rooms in a hallway, 2 rooms, a closet, and a hallway. Like, I don't like it. 2 spread out. It's okay to have like 1,
Secure the
2
bomb.
roamers. The sheer number we have is it's just not bueno.
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised. Down to 10 seconds.
No No one's grabbing armor.
5 seconds.
It's
to
like they're
insertion.
trying to lose.
Deploying welcome mat.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Barbed wire set.
Setting the welcome.
Device position.
Setting welcome mat.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Activated device. Device. Set device.
Busted it pretty. I'm out. Gotta reload. I won't make this easy.
They had the perfect assault on that once they added Maverick. I still almost stopped him.
One friendly operator remaining.
So we got one inside, one out.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Both teams not even doing super terrible, I guess. I mean, 3 of them are hella negative, but no breadsticks or donuts, so that's good at least. Ninja air hockey's catching up to me. Wow, our other best person's gone. That is a damn shame. Cheers, everybody. I was playing music early. The first couple rounds when we were killing it. And then, it got real. It got real by like round 3.
Drone has located a bomb. Be advised, your drone has located a bomb. Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Torch out.
Someone on this window.
Michael Payne, thank you for the like, buddy. How are you doing? My audio cut. Morning from down under. Morning from up here in the winter tundra. This is absolutely awful. No audio. Turn this bad boy off and on.
On it.
Shield on window.
So now.
Need a new position.
Yeah, good. Somehow I just liked yesterday's video. Yeah, that's a good thing. All likes are good.
Torch is hot.
No longer in your position.
I was wondering how long I was going to be able to get away
One
with that.
friendly operator remaining.
Oh, God. Hey, this guy stepped up.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds remaining.
Just stand there. I'm sure they'll come to you.
5 seconds remaining. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Shame. Anyway, Michael, thank you for that like. Cheers. It may be hard for me to watch because I am working, I guess, currently, or working country, so you don't have much internet. Well, that's the case. It's alright. Appreciate you letting me know. Glad to have you in here. Gold 2 to start. Wait, is that gold? Or is that bronze? If that's bronze. Bad signal? Alright. Bat signal? I'm just kidding. That'd be cool. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go through and do everybody up one at a time. Castle must just be the most forgotten about character by now. No. Batman. That's how they call me, bro. Just put a symbol of like, since you do carpets right now, put a symbol of carpets up in the air or something. Ah, that man needs some carpeting done. Oh, let's get to him. Oh, I see. I got a comment from my stream yesterday just now from you. That was just period. Okay. Clash being gone. I'm down with that. Really? We want to get rid of Capcan? Okay. They switched to Cavi. Good. I was like, what are we doing here? So you're doing a bunch of jobs on the country, or can you only do like one job a day? I guess. How big's the job? I'd fuck with some mute. Getting sent a lot of messages through the stream, during the stream. What is happening?
Secure the bombs.
Doing a big job and driving to a different country town. About 1.5 hours between them both. Holy shit.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
Oh, how?
Jammer ready to activate.
I did so
Down to
cool.
10 seconds.
Oh, God.
5 seconds left.
Who else did they get that these two are unenforced?
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Magnet deployed.
Why this one? Oh, no. They're just gonna take this room and then we're gonna be thunderfucked. Normally be started by now, but you haven't made it to the first job yet. Oh, damn, so it's pretty far away then, huh? So they're 1.5 hours between each other. How long did it take you to get to the first one?
Shield going out.
I'm scared. I'm not scared. We're killing everybody.
One Op 4 remaining.
I didn't get a chance to do anything.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
I should have got that from the start. I thought the explosive would be way funnier. Panic shot a little bit. Panic shot a little bit. But sometimes if you're not blasting the very second you see somebody, they're already trained on you, and It's no bueno. Cheers, everyone. Where to get the carpet? It's 1.5 hours as well. And then 45-minute drive home. Jeez. So, pretty close to half your day is driving. If in combination of those 3 drives takes even 15 minutes longer, that's a 4-hour day. 4 hours of your day. That sucks. There's a lot of people who do that. A lot of people who do a lot of traveling for work. And sometimes they drive 6 hours a day to go to one place. So I couldn't do that.
Secure the bombs.
A lot of people who don't care about how much time they spend on the road. I hate it. Well, that sucks.
Stay clear of the blast zone.
No more traps in here.
We
Huh?
are protected.
Wall secured!
Used to be able to put traps in there and it wasn't a well-lit tunnel. It's pretty nice.
Throwing jammer.
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds and counting. Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Magic activated.
This one's kind of hard because there's just not enough.
Jammer ready.
Things to realize.
Door secured!
Jammer ready to activate.
Setting the welcome mat.
Magnet will watch
Deploying
your
welcome
eyes.
mat.
Perimeter defense is active.
Laying out the welcome mat.
So, bad stuff happening out there. Ricky.
One friendly remaining.
Oh, come on!
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 has deployed a diffuser. You need to destroy it. Located the diffuser. Destroy it.
That was amazing. 4v1 clutch. 4v1. Oh,
Friendly destroy the diffuser.
bow down, baby.
Successful.
What? A teammate left? It's like, what? They don't need me? What's happening here? Come back. That was all the schoolyard bullshit I have today. I cannot pull off another 4v1 without any distractions at all. Game like that. Oh, he's back. Thank God. Just in time. Oh, you're gonna have your mate pick up Mario for you? You don't buy it digitally? I mean, the SD cards are smaller than the cartridges for Nintendo. And this brand new game's going to cost the same digitally as it is the hard cartridge, but you can't lose
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
the digital. You know, even if you lost your Switch, you could just get your account back. But you can always lose or break, or something could happen to that cartridge. I will say that the price on a cartridge will come down eventually, but it's not going to be cheaper right now. Hey, Levon, thank you for that like. Thank you, Michael, for the hell yeah. Ryan, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hail to the king. It was, that was a pretty good round. My hands are not steady right now after all that. I pulled off some shenanigans
5
there.
seconds.
We are protected.
Deploying welcome mat.
Bomb location secure.
Time to redecorate.
Deploying
It takes up less space.
Kona
But
point.
that's why you just get the SD card.
setting up.
Kona deployed.
You buy the biggest one you can once.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
And you can really fill that sucker up. I didn't even get the biggest one, and I'm not even close to filling it up. Oh, it's better to have a physical copy? You guys are trolling me now. Besides having something to look at, there's literally no benefit to a physical copy.
Magic going out.
Really, the physical copy should cost more because there's actually a hard cost to make them. But the digitals are always more expensive because they can charge whatever and they don't have to get rid of any stock. You guys are crazy with your
Be
hard
advised,
copies.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Either that or you're really trolling me.
One friendly operator remaining.
I just need this guy to show himself. I can make a move on the other guy.
Bomb diffuser in place. Located the diffuser. Destroy it. Op 4, last operator standing.
Round them up, baby! More clutches! Let's go!
Friendly, destroy the diffuser. Mission
Michael, you're
successful.
saying takes less room on your console, but again, the answer is just more storage. It's more of an insurance policy, buying digital. I mean, I got a buddy who got Black Ops with his new PS5. Before he ever got a chance to play it, disc was scratched, it wouldn't recognize it. He could no longer play his game. He got free with his console, but it was an expensive console nonetheless. So it was a waste because he wanted to have this digital copy because that's how he's been buying games his whole life. But he would have never had that issue if he bought it digitally. Teach their own. You're right, but let me say that I've never seen anything happen to a digital copy. I have seen storage units on my 360. You remember the storage units came on like the top or whatever? They like folded in there. I had one of those get corrupted, and that was real sad. I've also had a Seagate external, only one, and it lasted for me like years longer than the average person. Crap out on me. But I had it for like 8-9 years. But again, nothing happens to the actual digital copies. The hard drive
Your drone has found a bomb.
eventually shit out. But like the hard drive is one of those that it needed it needs its own power to run. So the only thing that could ever happen to your digital copies, if something were to go down,
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse
is if your account got stolen and for whatever reason, you know, you couldn't prove on your credit card, your date of birth, your phone number, all that. If you didn't have all the information, you couldn't somehow get in there. I feel like if you fought hard enough, you'd get all your stuff back for sure, but other than that, you always have the digital rights. So you'll always have your copy. If it's digital, you just might have to get new storage.
Activating drone.
But I have had few problems with that, but I do know other people have had more problems than me.
You must recover
So you
the
are
diffuser.
right on that.
The diffuser has been recovered.
You always check use games to see if they work. Well, I guess, but you're always gonna have that risk of scratches. Oh, scratches, it getting broken, it getting lost. There's just, in my opinion, not even an opinion, I guess these are just facts that I have. There's more that can go wrong with a disc than digital. Also, takes up more physical storage. Right? You need to actually have a shelf to put all your discs on, or just toss them on a table or something, but come back, show your face. Damn it.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect
I
the
just
diffuser. One op 4 remaining.
What is happening? Oh, damn.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Till the services close down like Nintendo DS stores. Is that a thing? I didn't know DS could even do digital. I thought that was cartridge only because they're small. Then again, like with the Switch hard drives being literally a miniature SD card that can have like 200 gigabytes on it, something insane. Which is more than enough for a Switch when your primary console's likely going to be a PlayStation or an Xbox. Right? Like you, Michael, have a PlayStation and your Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't really have the power in it where if the game exists on both consoles, you're going to choose the Nintendo. Right? So if you're just getting the Nintendo products, you shouldn't overfill that. But I guess if it was your primary console, which that isn't, anybody in this chat right now has that situation, and you're buying like Call of Duty, Diablo, and all kinds of crazy stuff on there, that'd be tough.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
YS9, what's that? Yakuza? That's my best guess.
Drone has located a bomb.
I haven't had a problem with the servers closing down on Xbox either. Everything you've ever owned digitally on Xbox has always moved over.
Insertion in 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location.
360, I didn't have much. Towards the end, I did. Actually, I don't know for certain if my 360 stuff moved over. Not that I care. I'm never going to go back and play any of that stuff that I would have had digitally. But everything since the start of Xbox One has always moved up, which has been super nice. PlayStation probably the same as PlayStation like that. It's gotta be.
My turn!
Someone's right below.
Drone ready.
Frag grenade out!
Damn, I really thought that was a person.
Reloading! Mine is up.
Oh my god.
No longer in your possession.
Played.
Op 4 remaining.
Dude, I'm up to 9 kills.
Diffuser is now secured. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Dude, it's me. I'm on a roll today. You've been using your Switch more than your PS for the last couple of years. Whoa. I am only bronze. I thought it was gold. Huh. How about that? Well, that's good. Easy the competition, clearly. I'm able to pull off some schoolyard bullshit like I did that 4v1. Well, that's interesting. Well, I guess I don't know before Pokemon, Michael, but you're only playing like Nintendo exclusives, aren't you? Because I know you've been going hard into several Pokemon games, right? You've been doing Pokemon Unite a lot, Legends Arceus a lot. I know you're about to do the new Mario Soccer. And once Scarlet and Violet come out, you're going to be into that quite a bit. So it seems like those are the ones eating up your time, but you're not playing like any games that are on all consoles on your Switch. Or that are on all consoles, I guess in general, pretty much, are you? You're not playing things like Siege and Rocket League and Call of Duty and Fortnite. Actually, I know a lot of people play Fortnite. Kids. I know a lot of kids, I should say, in my family that play the shit out of Fortnite on their Switch because it's all they have. But kids are obsessed with it. I don't see children ever using a Switch on a TV. I don't think I've ever seen it besides when their parents force them so multiple people can play. Other than that, they will just huddle around each other on a couch or something and watch whoever's got it handheld. It's crazy. I have played handheld maybe a handful of times. Other than that, it's always on my TV. I don't know why you wouldn't like the bigger picture. The bigger picture, I think a better picture because it's on my 4K. I don't know if Switch even does 4K though. I almost gotta think probably not being handheld. Cheers, because it's hot. I used to get to ban a location. Did I take that out? Okay, alright. Mm-hmm. Play Borderlands on the Switch? Huh. You don't think that would perform better on the PlayStation?
Secure the bombs.
I guess so long as it's not, like, noticeably bad. Probably doesn't matter. Also, if you're playing a game like that, that's a little more multiplayer focus. You just go wherever the homies are.
Secure the wall!
10 seconds.
Trying to get through that.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Threat deployed. Surface secured.
I like this Frost outfit. I didn't know that was a thing.
Sitting pretty. Raise the wire back.
Feels the same as the PlayStation? Really? PlayStation's got all that hardware, and the Switch is just this little itty bitty handheld device.
Reloading!
Listen, listen.
One Op 4 remaining.
Oh, that fucking hurt. That was dumb. You have the limited edition Switch for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I have the limited edition
Mission successful.
Pikachu, which I only got to get that Pokeball controller. Which, if I could have my money back and advise myself to not make that purchase, I would have. And I would have just bought it digitally. I got it around Black Friday, so I got a pretty decent deal. So, I'll take that, you know. Most of your friends are moving towards Switch? Really? I don't know anyone that's moving towards Switch. I just know a lot of people that like the exclusives for sure, and played a little bit for that. But then
Secure the bombs.
also, like I said, I just know a lot of kids. That's what they get because Nintendo games are just family friendly.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
The special edition of Mario Switch?
Reinforcing the wall!
I got Mario Kart with mine, but it's no special Switch or anything. I unfortunately
Down to 10
got
seconds.
unlucky when I was Black Friday shopping for mine.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has
I got
located
the
a bomb.
worst deal
Ready for hostile action.
because the only one who still had stuff was GameStop. The worst of the worst. I hate GameStop with a fiery passion, but you know. They had what I wanted, so. And they cost more than everybody for their deal.
Wall secure!
Which, of course, that's why they still had some. He really moved his shield.
Using shield.
What's your Mario Switch look like? Are your controllers different colors or something? Or?
A bomb
I
has
got
been
the
located
watermelon
by Op 4.
controllers.
One Op 4 remaining.
Had to. They were sick. Anything watermelon, you gotta get it. Watermelon, that's right. A pink and a green.
Friendlies destroyed. Hostiles eliminated.
Yeah, I got a pink and a green. The like blue and orangish pink or whatever that you get with it initially. and then 2 black controllers. I've got one of the like elite controllers or whatever, the like gaming ones. I guess they're all gaming controllers technically. That's Spyro themed, and then I got another cheapy one that has, it's like all black, and then the grips are the color of the original 2 controllers, that blue, orangish, pinkish, and that one's terrible. It was like $25. It was a super good deal, but you have to turn on the Switch with a different controller every time you want to use it. Go to pairing, and then from there you can turn it on, but you have to pair it every single time. It's bloody awful. So that one sits in a box somewhere. I don't know where it's at. It's in permanent timeout.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
We're ready for combat.
Loading full magazine.
Down to 10 seconds.
That's nice.
5 seconds to insertion.
Getting shot by my teammate.
Op 4 is located a bomb.
Not a
Get
yellow
ready to
light, but off
engage.
Pikachu to you. That's good.
Barrier technology usual covered.
Securing the door.
Yeah, Switch has a lot of cool customization to it, for sure.
Setting up.
Fever activated.
Setting the welcome mat. Deploying shield.
Oh god, up top. Who opened the hatch? Whoever did it is a son of a bitch.
Op 4, last stop standing. You have been spotted.
Reloading.
I like how he's challenging a sniper with a Desert Eagle. Also, he's completely seen the whole time.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Legs are sticking to the chair. It's so hot. You have the yellow and brown for Let's Go, floral pink and green. And they have drift. What does that mean? That they have drift? Pro controller with my Nix controllers and that you love, but you need to manually turn on the Switch. My Spyro one, best controller. It's I don't need to manually turn on anything, and it's basically an Xbox controller in its essence, which is amazing. I love it. Means they're fucked. Oh, they have
Drone to locate a bomb.
stick drift. Okay. I thought that's maybe what you meant, but I didn't want to assume. Yeah, I've got a few Xbox controllers with stick drift, and I'm wondering if I can take them apart and fix it, or if they're fucked. Like you said.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Advise your drone has located a bomb. You found a bomb. Make Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Changing mags.
Swapping mag! Time to ring some in. Charge going up. Launching drone.
I find it stupid that newer legit Switch controllers have been used less and are fucked. But the OG that came with the Switch is still perfect.
Reload!
Located. Second floor. Swapping mags.
One friendly
I thought I
operator
had
remaining.
that. Yeah, that sucks. I find that these newer Xbox controllers aren't as bad about the stick drift, the ones with the share button on them. But the prior ones to the share buttons, stick drift was a real problem. I think they got sued over it. I'm not lying. I think there was like a class action lawsuit. Probably didn't win. It definitely didn't stay in the news long. But I'm pretty sure there was a class action lawsuit over the stick drifting controllers. People were saying that they were intentionally designed that
15
way.
seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 1 on 4 remaining. 5 seconds. Time limit reached.
Damn. That was a heroic move. You cannot fault him for losing that one too badly. Because he tried. He pushed it in there. Nintendo state they don't have a problem. Yeah, nobody likes to know that their product sucks. They probably say it's something wrong with the user, right? Something like that. Like, oh, if you guys weren't using the controller so hard, what are you supposed to do? You know, the old, I can't remember what it was. I think N64? Or maybe it was PlayStation when they first came out with the DualShocks. I can't remember, but one of them got sued early on for having games where you need to spin it around or whatever, and you had to spin it so fast to do stuff like you saw I was doing with Ape Escape there. As you said, it was the first game that came out with DualShock. I never looked that up or anything, but I assume you're right. That had a lot of mechanics
We need to locate
where you
a
had to
bomb.
spin the stick. And there was a lot of times I died because I refused to do the palm spin, because that does fuck up your hand pretty bad after a while. You get a real big burn from it. And I'm pretty sure they got sued over that, and that's why games moved away from those mechanics. You don't see that in modern games like you used to.
Your drone has found a bomb.
So the fact that old controllers, you used to beat the hell out of them like that,
Drone has located a bomb. 10 seconds to insertion.
and that never happened. And they were just
Insertion in
cheap
5
plastic too. I mean, these have a lot more in them. I know that now that I've actually
Bomb
taken apart a
location
few
and
controllers
defused.
and cleaned them. Just took apart my DualShock 2 PS2 controller 2 days ago, cleaned it, let it sit for 2 days because there's a lot of little components that had water in them. So had to use compressed air, blow the water out, and then give it another day. I'll tell you, the first 3 generations of PlayStation controllers, not a lot in them. I don't know about the DualShock 3s because they were wireless. Maybe they had more. Damn, got played.
Four last operator standing. User is online and active.
Maverick should have already ran into him.
Op 4 neutralized.
Good
Mission
win.
successful.
Cheers, everybody. No, I've, cheers, first of all. I played one Dragon Ball Z game in my life. It was on Game Boy Advance. I traded it for a completely dog shit game. Can't even tell you what it was, but it was terrible and I hated it. I did not want this game. I didn't like it. I found it extremely boring, and somebody traded me the Dragon Ball Z game because while it worked, the save in it did not work. So that was a problem. I have beaten it before where it was on a charger and it just never came off. And that game was hella fun, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed the shit out of it. But yeah, not the best. So that's the only Dragon Ball Z game I've ever played. Well, we've talked about Dragon Ball Z a lot. I don't know if you and me have, Michael, but it's come up on the stream quite a bit. I've never watched a second of Dragon Ball Z. That's not true. I've watched some, but not a lot. Simply because I didn't have access to it as a kid, and then by the time I was old enough to watch it, or old enough to have access to watch it, I didn't care. You know, I felt no need to go back and relive something I didn't get a chance to live before, just because everyone else liked it. I would have loved to have watched it when I was a kid. Yeah, I can't get nostalgic about something I didn't enjoy or get a chance to enjoy before, unfortunately. So that's the sad truth. If you tell Nintendo that your controllers have drift, they get to send. Oh. They get you to send it to them, and they put it. They put R foil in it? What is that? I've never heard of that. Dragon Ball Z game. Game Boy game was okay, but the Game Boy Advance was better. Then the PlayStation 2 games were amazing. Then they brought out the Kakarot, and that was an amazing game changer. That was a game changer. I ain't a big fan. Well, I would be maybe if I had more than the Farmer 5 channels growing up, you know. I just didn't get a chance to enjoy it. I think I'm just too old to enjoy it like I would have if I was a kid. And most things that I watched as a kid I can go back to and I'll be all over nowadays. You know. So I'll never shit on Dragon Ball Z. I'll just never be able to enjoy it like everybody else. I can't force it, unfortunately. But I always get the same reaction anytime I say I know nothing about it. When people try to quote it or something, everyone's like frozen for a second. What do you mean? How can that be? There's always shock. And I slightly enjoy that shock. It's kind of a fun reaction. Metal Glade wrap stuff? You mean just what, like aluminum foil? That's what I'm picturing. Is that they like stick aluminum foil in there somehow. But I don't know if that's right. Like just kitchen stuff that you can get for
Locate a bomb.
like $3.99 at the grocery store. So it takes all this time, all the shipping costs for them to do what you could do in 15 minutes. And it's just a cheap solution because they don't want to pay for the parts. The only thing wonky, I don't know if they're still like that. The only thing wonky about Nintendo stuff is they created their own screws
Located a bomb.
and screwdrivers and all that for at least early Game Boy stuff.
10 seconds. The drone has found a bomb.
They had the Y screws, if you never heard of it.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
And it's super annoying that they did that. First of all, that increases the cost for them exponentially just to ensure that you can't fix things yourselves. But then the tools aren't that expensive either, so you definitely can fix things yourself.
Must recover the diffuser.
Should have known better. Yeah, kitchen wrap? That's crazy.
The
Do
diffuser
the...
has been recovered.
I don't know if you know them. I'd have to go look. Do you know if the Switch and, like, everything else still uses the Y screws?
Loading mag.
Super annoying, because, like, you can't even use a flat head on it. Which is... the generic fix for
Changing mags.
Phillips heads that are too small.
Flash out.
That's what I had to use for most of my PlayStation controllers as I took them apart to clean them. I had to use a flat head to pry them loose because the Phillips
One
just
friendly operator remaining.
wasn't pulling it off. Cheers. That came from the boat.
Eliminated all friendlies.
Who's got manhandled? That all went sideways. after I went down first with that first straight up headshot. They can't be there anymore, that's good. Never looked if you had the right size. You could use a small flathead. You sure? Because it was like trying to demonstrate my fingers, but I can't. Kind of like that, and then one out. So, however you want to do that, there's no way to demonstrate with these damn hands. I guess maybe you could kind of wedge it in there. Have you done it before? Have you had to take one apart? I've tried to take apart, or I thought about, I should say, taking apart my original Game Boy Color
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
and buying the Y screwdrivers for like $6. But if I could, you did it?
Drone has located a bomb.
Well, shit, then I'm not gonna buy that. Let me see if my flatheads work. I have like an eyeglasses set that works super good. Magnets in the bottom, the whole shabiz. For controller repair, like a $10 eyeglass repair kit,
10
nothing
seconds
beats it.
before insertion.
Nothing beats it.
Insertion in 5
I think
seconds.
when I do take my Game Boy apart, I'm gonna have to
Found a bomb.
like,
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
I don't know, somebody told me about leaving corroded items in like a glass of Coke or something, and then just thoroughly cleaning the stickiness off later. And I think that's what I'd have to do because the batteries corroded the fuck out of my Game Boy Color, and that's why I can't get it to turn on, because the electrical current can't get through the corrosion. After you, Sergeant Javensky.
Claymore deployed.
Mindset.
Activating shock drone.
Swapping. Big room.
And that's how you get reported for cheating.
Friendly last operator standing. We have
Ah,
been
fuck my
eliminated.
nuts. 3 of us died in 3 seconds. That kind of sucks. Use a screwdriver that you could change the head on it, and use that so you can keep the Phillips to star head to the flat head to even the Allen key. Wow, that's impressive. I have one. It's similar. It's got the base, and then the screwdriver comes out, and then there's 4 slots on the outside for 2 different sizes of Phillips, 2 different flatheads, and then the there's just like a star or a straight one or whatever. And it was magnetized. It doesn't seem to be magnetized anymore. I don't know if the magnet just gave out or what happened. And it also had a flashlight that shot out the end, which was super nice. But that doesn't work anymore, so I gotta take it apart
We need to locate a bomb.
to get it in there. It's not like an easy twist off, put a new battery in. I think you need like another screwdriver. But the Allen key, that's pretty fucking legit. I just have one of those little sets of Allen keys.
Your drone has found a bomb. insertion.
But I'd like to have that all in one.
Proceed
That's
to
pretty
bomb
sick.
location and defuse
Throw a
it.
magnet on it? Oh. It's probably a good idea. Guess I hadn't thought of that.
Reload!
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Activating drone.
Well, damn it.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Thought his face was on my crosshairs. He shoot me in the tits and
Been
shoulders.
eliminated.
I think I hit his head. These gun parts just floating above him. Hilarious. Cheers. I've had one person in a bear trap today. The numbers aren't good. Gotta keep the old platinum charms on. Jeez. I'm trying to remind myself how about 5-6 years ago I was the top of the food chain at this game. Now I'm down here in bronze.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
He almost done killed me.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bomb.
Wall secured!
So if you don't know the strategy of what I'm doing here, following Frost around wherever she puts the trap down.
Wall reinforced!
I then put a trap about 3-4 feet away from it. It's so that my traps are always far enough away from hers that hopefully they capture people first. But then when they go down and they're on the ground, they flatten out their body. So much so that hopefully their foot catches the needle and I steal the insta-kill. They down them, I kill them. It's really kind of tough to do. You gotta be real precise. A magnet on my fridge is strong enough to magnetize my screwdrivers. That's interesting. I did not know that.
Here they are.
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do. 4 eliminated.
Sergeant Chavensky. Well done. Comrade. You never played this game? This game is legit. I mean, I've been playing it since beta. So going back to 360 days. I was always a huge fan of the game because of Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. That's how I got into Tom Clancy's games in general, not just the Rainbow Six games, which apparently there's been Rainbow Six games for a very long time. Almost 30 years. They've been doing Rainbow Six games. Didn't know that. Had a cousin who somehow discovered Vegas 1 or 2, and we co-opted the whole game together in probably a weekend.
Bomb location.
It's just such a blast. It became one of the things we would do, Terrace Hunt. So when this came out, this was pretty much the next step in the Rainbow Six evolution here. So it was pretty huge. And this game now looks absolutely nothing like the original.
Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do.
When the game came out, the things on the windows, the barricades look completely different. I mean, top to bottom.
Activating jammer.
Changing mags!
Damn. Sergeant Chavensky. Bit of a hero out here. Yeah, this game's heavy strategy. Which is why I like it. Heavy strategy, heavy teamwork. Good God, not much anymore. It started to get real boring. That's understandable. I feel that for sure. Behind you. Yeah, I played a lot of COD on the 360.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
And I don't think I've gone hard on a COD since Black Ops 2. I loved Black Ops 2. That game was amazing. MW2 was my first one that I had multiplayer on. I was the only one positive kills, damn. So that's, you know, took my multiplayer virginity, so to speak. So I'm in love with it. It's always gonna be my favorite. for that reason. Black Ops 2 was just the next best one that came out. So I played that one all the way to like the highest prestige you could be. Got the Master Prestige. Diamonded out things like the Ballistic Shield. And just really, really trolly weapons. I became really good at absolutely trolling people. And then after that, I've played to some degree a lot of COD games. But overall, yeah, they're just hard to get back into, which is why Warzone is so huge right now, right? Because it gave COD players something different. But I did a lot of shooters. I mean, went from this to... Man. What's next after this? After this, I went hard into PUBG for a while. Big time PUBG guy. And then when Apex came out, well, that was just the bee's knees. It was a free game. It was just better, well put together, excellent. PUBG just had so many issues, but it was the realistic version of Fortnite. PUBG came first, really, but if you like the little grittier, a little more realistic, less cartoony and for kids game, PUBG was your one. So did that, jumped to Apex, and pretty much played Apex nonstop for like 2 or 3 years. Oh wait, no. Until I started streaming. I streamed Apex for a bunch of time early on. I probably did Apex for like my first 4 to 6 months only on the stream. Didn't see any progress with it. Switched to doing some single player games because I thought, well, couldn't do any worse. And did significantly better. Did Halo for what, like a month or two? At least a month. When that first came out here. Wow, they banned Legion? That doesn't even make sense. Cheers. So I don't do shooters as often anymore. Not that I don't like them, I absolutely love shooters. I'd say I'm pretty decent at them. That's a funny Moxie skin. I like the Australia bandana he's got there. I've never seen his face. Most of these characters never showed their face, at least the very early ones. And then the elite skins that you can get for them, you can actually see their face on it. So that's pretty cool. He was like a motocross helmet otherwise. Cheers.
Secure the bombs.
Barbed wire is up.
Perimeter defense is active.
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Doorway
10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't blame me for doing more of the story player games. You know, honestly,
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located
it
a
comes
bomb.
down
Plan
to,
your defenses accordingly. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
the people you have to play with. Multiplayer games are fun so long as you have the right people playing with you all the time. But as soon as that's no longer the story, you know, a lot of people die off, switch other games, can't get on for this or that reason. They definitely lose their fun quite a bit. And the story-based ones are fun because the only person you need is you. You can just enjoy the game for what it is. Just those games, you'll never get as much time out of a story-based game as you will a multiplayer game. So the value in multiplayers versus money. Are just wildly different.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Shit.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Last game we played was COD. This was 3 or 4 years after not playing, and there was some toxic players on it. Lots of people hating on me for not being great. Yeah, that's definitely how it is. Multiplayer games, especially shooters, you're gonna get a lot of toxicity. I shouldn't say especially shooters. I find people are super toxic in this, but like when I play Madden or a sports game, it's a super high percentage of people are toxic. Super high. Jesus Christ, these spammers. I can do this. I don't want to talk to you. I'm now in a talking mood. He already gave me 4. He's not gonna stop. It was like 1 loss. Just get good. Oh, he's the only one with kills. So he's getting all angsty. That's the kind of guy, when he sends that kind of invites after he's the only one that gets kills, who's just going to be a douche to everybody in that party. Guaranteed. Speaking of toxic.
Protect the bombs.
You can come to game chat and talk.
Deploying shield.
You can send an invite if people don't take it. Oh, that's too bad. But, yeah, you can send in that many invites. after only one round.
Down to 10 seconds. Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb. 5 seconds left.
Enjoy the view.
Op 4
Setting
has
up.
located a bomb.
Setting the welcome mat.
Kayla, thanks for that lunch. Appreciate you.
Welcome mat deployed.
Why these people so needy with the game invites? I swear it only happens when you're in here.
Op 4, last stop standing.
An idiot.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Tried to throw a grenade through a not grenade-sized hole. Surprised he didn't kill himself. It's funny. Look at me playing Unite, and there's Sammy, keep up the good job. Then COD, they start swearing and telling you to get lost because the kill-death ratio is going down. It depends, for sure. COD's a team-based game, well, it's also not. A lot more people playing COD also. So they're just, you're going to get more toxic people purely on that alone. So other people have needs as well. And Endbucks needs us to be in his party, although he's the only one who didn't get a kill last game.
Protect the bombs.
Laying out the welcome mat. Deploying mobile cover.
So I think tonight having a smaller player base
Reinforcing the wall.
would likely make it a nicer player base.
Setting the welcome mat.
They don't need to start shunning the few players they have. It's like
Setting up.
Down to 10 seconds.
I played Dead by Daylight with a buddy
5 seconds to insertion.
this weekend, and they were saying how nice the player base generally is. Usually very helpful to new players. Guess it depends. Cheers.
Deploying jammer.
Apparently they're adding Wesker as a bad guy. Because the highest the player base has ever been for Dead by Daylight is when they added Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. So they're trying to get all the Resident Evil fans back.
I'm reloading.
Nest ready. Babes in position.
One friendly operator remaining. Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb. One Op 4 remaining. Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it. Bomb diffuser successfully deployed. Diffuser located. Disable it.
Another clutch! Let's go.
Bomb diffusing device is disabled. Mission successful.
You always look up in the air and fire in a circle. It's the only way to celebrate. The only way. This is what I said about God. Phone dropped out. I don't know what I said. Pretty much just agreeing with you. High player base, more toxic players because of that. Unite has, I would wager and guarantee I'm right, lower player base than COD, so people aren't as mean. Usually the smaller player bases aren't as toxic. Not always. I mean, you're always going to have toxic players. It's impossible to not have the mix, but that's pretty much all I said. You can also see by my level that I haven't played much either. Yeah, I noticed in games where people are truly competitive, they do not care. Does not matter. You could be on comms and explain to them that you have not played much, and most people just say something like, just get good, then, you know, oh, well, why are you in ranked then, or whatever, like, I don't know. In casual, it's fine, I guess. When you're playing a game like this where you can be team killed, then they'll just take out their rage by killing you.
We need to locate a bomb.
Getting the new Harry Potter game at the end of the year. As long as it comes to Xbox, which it's supposed to, I plan on it. And if it's as popular as I think it's going to be, I'm definitely going to be on streaming it. Try to swallow up some of them views. Because like Elden Ring being as popular as it was, also a game that I hell enjoyed, and a franchise that I've liked a lot. Did super well for me.
10 seconds.
Both because I enjoyed the game and its popularity.
5 seconds. Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
It's confirmed for the Switch as well. Nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Drone is ready to go.
Oh, their team's giving up.
Mine is up.
Throwing a flame.
You have located a bomb.
Harambe.
been located. One op 4 remaining.
Surge incoming.
Planting, planting, planting. Gotta get the points.
Bomb diffusion
There's 3 people watching.
Protect the diffuser.
I think I've had...
Swapping mags.
And I'm guessing here, because you've been the only one chatting, but I think I'm gonna guess my guy, Hype Train Ryan, is in here. Grinding out runes like a madman. And if he is, he's probably listening. He'll pop in to confirm. Maybe he's not. But I would guess it's him, you, and maybe William Harris, maybe Kayla, maybe oh, I was gonna say Sam, but Sam hasn't shown up today. So I don't know. I mean, right now, yeah, there's 3 people. Been in a consistent 3, which honestly is not bad. I enjoy a consistent 3 at least. I don't even mind a consistent 2. I don't feel like there's been a lot of flux today. There hasn't been a lot of people coming in and out. We had a lot of shares early. Ooh, you know what would probably help? Completing some of these things, get some organic views. Probably should have done that from the start. Right for the beginning, they give you a featured checklist. And I believe, I do not know, but I believe if you do these things, you will be featured, meaning that Facebook will organically show you off to more people. And I always have 2. I always share to my pages groups. I always publish a poll. And that 3rd ones are due is schedule a live event. Which is always like a whole
10
hassle.
seconds before insertion.
I don't know, I haven't messed with it too much, but it seems like more than it needs to be. Cross-post to more pages, so I need to start up a whole nother page.
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
And then set it to cross-post automatically. I should do that. Honestly. That'll take some work someday. I should do it. Or create a clip, which I'm going to create a bunch of clips at the end. I never think to do it during, and also during it's really hard to capture a good, perfect clip. A lot of times when I used to do exclamation point clip, instead of writing down the times of the clips, I wouldn't even know what I was trying to capture because it would be so far off from the moment that I was trying to get. See, if you do 3 of those 5 things, oh my god. My ears are so sweaty. It is so hot with these lights on. I swear. It's cooler at night when I'm streaming. But
Op 4 last stop standing.
who knows?
Bomb has been
There's a
located.
question I want to ask you and Kayla, since I know you both have seen Harry Potter, but I don't want to do spoilers for anyone. Well, if you're talking about the first 8 movies, people have had what,
Op
6-8
4
years
eliminated.
to see it, so you've had your chance. But you know, the newest stuff, the newest movie that came out from the Magical Beasts or whatever, you know, maybe don't throw any of those spoilers out there. You've never done that? Well, you might not have the checklist. You might not be a level up gamer or whatever. So what you see might be different than what I see. I don't know. I can't say specifically. It's about the end of the Secret of Dumbledore. Well, personally, I don't care. If there's anyone who doesn't want a spoiler, feel free to say so now. And Michael won't throw it out there. Otherwise, I don't care. I've seen it. Go for it. However, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I need to get another drink, go to the bathroom, and make a delivery. But it'll only take me about a minute, so I'll be right back. All right, back. Let's do this thing. All right, Michael. Hit me with it about the ending of Secret of Dumbledore. Put the UIs off. So whatever this is way off screen. Oh no! In the end fight scene when Dumbledore is fighting Grindelwald, does Grindelwald have the wand from the Deathly Hallows? Yes. Yes, he does. Actually, I don't know if they showed that in the first one at all. They might. But they definitely showed that off in the second one. The Elder Wand. Yeah. So that's not even a spoiler if you watch the second one and you paid attention to it. When they first break him out of the prison in the second one, they present the wand or whatever, the prison guard. Like, this is his wand, look out, it's really powerful or whatever. And Yeah, be kidding me. And you could see it right then and there. Because the first thing we just watched all three of them back to back to back. Because we hadn't watched any of them ourselves before. So when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, do you know what that is? And I said, that's how Dumbledore gets it. Because if you watch the Deathly Hallows movies, Snape kills Dumbledore and then gives the Elder Wand to you've got to be kidding me. Gives the Elder Wand to Voldemort. Voldemort says it cracks, whatever. Says I can't use it because I didn't get it the right way. You can only get it by defeating its last master, which was you. So then he has to kill Snape in order to use it. So since Dumbledore's been using it, it makes you think back. Well, he then had to have killed somebody to get it in the first place. Grindelwald has it, and I don't know at all in the first, I can't remember, but definitely in the second. So that's already foreshadowing that Dumbledore's going to kill him. And all throughout the second one, you're learning about their little blood tie or whatever where they can't fight each other. Further foreshadowing the fight that they're going to one day have. I know too much. All I've done is pay attention to movies and things. I haven't read wikis or anything. And the only game I have is the first one for PS1. So I have literally the bare minimum source material, just the movies.
Protect the
But it's all really well written where there's not a huge amount of plot holes and things actually tie together well. So J.K. Rowling does a good job. This is going to be a bad game. Based on my shooting.
Swapping mag!
10 seconds left. Down to 5 seconds.
Deployed. Stand clear of window.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Yes, her partner, and she is hands down a Harry Potter fan. Thought he was rumored to dig it up, and that's why Dumbledore had it, and the Invisible Cloak and the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, I don't know. The original... I guess they never explain it in the originals, do they? Don't know how he gets the Philosopher's Stone, but it's just definitely at Hogwarts. Don't know how Harry's dad had the Invisible Cloak to give to Harry.
Wall fortified!
Friendly, last operator standing.
Damn. Couldn't use my hand.
Failed. All friendlies have been
Cheers.
neutralized.
You don't have to kill them, just beat them in a fight and disarm them? That does sound like what was said off memory. I don't remember because it's been a while since I've seen the Deathly Hallows, but you never see that. You know what I mean? You only ever see somebody literally getting murked over it. Which is 2 people. You see Dumbledore and Snape both get eliminated for it. So, I think when there was the cartoonish illustration or whatever, when they were explaining the Deathly Hallows, it looked like they just disarmed them and it was all harmless like that. But, you know.
Secure the bombs.
Time to armor up.
I'm going to lie down for a bit. Your guy can take care of them.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Finished reinforcing the wall!
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Yeah, right, he never did. He just murdered him. He kind of had to.
Swapping mags!
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
You know, it makes you wonder, did Snape know that if Draco did it, who was originally sent to go do it,
Ready for hostile action.
that he would have been murdered? And he was protecting Draco like he said he would? I guess, you know what, technically, if Snape didn't do it for Draco, because he made the unbreakable curse, full well knowing that the Deathly Hallow, Elder Wand, that's how it works. And that Voldemort would have just killed him. That in a way he was protecting him, and if he knew that that's how it was going to go down, that he wouldn't be protecting him otherwise, and therefore would have died from the unbreakable curse either way. You want to get hypothetical. My headset's working like absolute dog garbage.
You've been spotted.
Pissing me off. It's just cutting out constantly.
Shadow. Enemy spotted. Second floor.
One Op 4 remaining. Friendly last operator standing. Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Had to give him the bags. Oh god, and everyone got to see it. You gotta really be quick to get those. Wait, are you right? So wait. Malfoy disarmed him. That does sound right. But Snape actually killed him. And then Voldemort killed Snape so that he could use the wand to its fullest potential, and then was able to use it to its fullest
Secure the
potential.
bombs.
So did the disarm thing even apply? Or is the only thing that actually mattered is that?
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, Harry
Op
Potter
4
was that?
located a bomb. Protect it.
I don't know that I would win.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Reloading!
Ambush set. Stay clear.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Yes. ADS active in the second.
That's impressive. You guys got second.
Swapping mags!
I'll admit that was dirty.
Loading mag!
I feel like I'm in the highway. To the danger zone. Fuck!
Friendly last
My aim
operator
is just
standing.
all over the place, but I should have gotten a free kill on him too, because he was looking at me. He turned and splattered me real fast, but I had taken a lot of shots from a lot of guys. Hopefully he sees the bomb. Oh, it completely shattered against Harry? At the end? That sounds right, too.
Friendly's victorious. Hostile
Jeez.
eliminated.
Yawn sub on Instagram. He said, nice G. Does he mean nice GGX? Like Black Ram? But he got the wrong name. Ugh, look at these skins. These glorious skins. I have so many. So that makes sense. So he thought it was Snape the whole time. It was Malfoy, he didn't know that, and that's why he never had. Okay, that makes sense. So ultimately, Snape taking the fall on that one is the only reason they stood a chance. So he ultimately did protect Malfoy, like you said, with his unbreakable
Drone to
curse,
locate a bomb.
and still, what, double or triple crossed Voldemort. Crazy, crazy stuff.
Your drone has found a bomb. Be advised, your drone has located a bomb.
No. See,
10 seconds.
Michael, this is why I would lose Trivia Night to you.
5 seconds to insertion.
So far, the only thing
Proceed to bomb's location and
that I'm even remotely close to beating you on was being able to confirm that the Elder Wand Grindelwald had. That he had it. But you already knew that because you asked the question. so specifically.
Swapping!
Dude, I saw his head, and that's the last thing I saw. Those lights out. I actually did not see that one. I saw the one through the hole in the wall behind.
Boost incoming!
Another message. Oh, from Mr. Mike Luke.
Friendly, last
He must
operator
not be able
standing.
to pull it up. He was interested in
Op 4 eliminated
how
all
the Quarry's going to be tomorrow. But I'll have it tomorrow. I guess it's made by the same people who did. I never played it. But I saw a lot of videos of it. God, what was it called? It had like the same name as that Quentin Tarantino movie, where it was Quentin Tarantino and oh, Jesus Christ, I cannot think of any names right now. He was Batman for one movie. Oceans. He was Danny Ocean in the Oceans movies. All those. Dusk Till Dawn. Until Dawn, I believe is what it was called. Was the other game. It took a lot of fishing in my brain to get it out, but they made Until Dawn. It was like a snowy, frosty monster horror game, ripping apart a bunch of horny teens, and that's pretty much. I listened to the producer or director of the game or whatever, talking about it yesterday, and he said it was pretty much the same sort of concept. You got 9 camp counselors who ditch the bus on purpose and stay for one extra night to party, and that's when it all goes wrong. And you need to either Sam, thank you for the like, appreciate you. Save all 9, kill all 9.
Found a bomb.
Try to save as much as you can. What I thought was really cool about the game. So this makes me believe that it can actually be 10 hours long. You know, I originally read that he said,
5
the
seconds.
main guy, that it would be 10 hours to play it through. There's no way, because they have a movie mode, which is super revolutionary. George Clooney, that's the guy. George Colony. George Clooney is correct. So, from Dusk Till Dawn, but I believe the game is Until Dawn, and
Sniper!
maybe that's sort of their inspiration.
Mindset.
Reloading! Flash set.
Torch out.
You'll drop the diffuser.
Eye roll. Anyway, so what I was saying before, I was rudely confused by competitive integrity. So they have this movie mode where you can essentially select, play out the story, kill everybody, or make everybody survive. Or you can go more in depth and give individual mind characters character traits. Or maybe they're more scared, more aggressive, more heroic. All these different character traits, and let it play out however it's gonna play out. So you don't even have to play the game. You can literally turn it into a movie and just watch it play out, which I think is a super cool feature that I will never use, but super cool nonetheless. Being that there's this movie feature, no one's gonna sit there and watch. Oh, you fuckboy. 10 hours of this shit. It's just not gonna happen. So that's my thinking, that it can't possibly be a 10-hour game, but at the same time, if I'm trying to compare it to the games that I have played, which would be the Dark Pictures Anthology games, which I played 3 of now, they all have 5 unique survivors that you need to get through the night, or I think it's almost always a night. And those are about 3.5 to 5 hours, give or take, depending on how many characters survive, the decisions you make, everything. And that's about half the players. So being that this is double, it could possibly take that long. But also, if you had a short game, wouldn't you want to overestimate the time to make it sound better? More worth the money? Because they're asking for full price. You know, what is it? Yeah, $70 if you want the optimized version. And I'm gonna wait to get it until tomorrow. I need to remember to do it as soon as I come home from work. Tyler, thank you for the like. Appreciate you showing up, buddy. Thanks to you, we got 10 likes. You're amazing. I love you. You guys are all awesome. Cheers. Oh, Kayla. Not Kayla. Kayla was the third to last one. Sam. It's Tyler, Sam, Kayla. So I owe Sam and Tyler a cheers. Cheers.
You have located a bomb.
These fucking chicken McNuggets, mate.
Explosive on the move. It's gonna
Right in the shin. Anyway, sorry, Michael. We came 4th out of 15 groups for the Harry Potter quiz night. We drew first place with another girl in a lightning round. Pressed the button that fast, and my partner didn't see me press it. 0.006 of a second.
sending out some love.
Jesus. You're as fast as the snakes you guys got out there. I don't know why that makes me, how fast you press that button. Reminds me of, there was a show called Stan Lee's Superhumans for a while. People with extraordinary abilities based on wild shit.
Lights on. Grown up.
Like, I remember the first episode was a guy who was completely unaffected by electricity. He could hold on to hot wires on each side, and the current would just pass around him.
Target detected.
From, like, India or something like that. And so they went in to figure out why these people could do these things. Jesus Christ. TV guy.
One op 4 remaining.
The reason he could is because his skin was so dry there was no moisture at all to conduct the electricity. So it just passed over his dry skin from one end to the other. So he could hold on to the hot wire. So he cut a wire in half, plugged it into the wall, held on to one end, the other end, and it would light up a
10 seconds.
lamp or whatever.
5 seconds. Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
So it was really cool. But one guy was so incredibly fast. I think this was Stanley's superhuman. I could be wrong. At quick shooting with a pistol. Fastest man on earth. It was like an old guy too. He was like in his 60s. Dude from Texas with a 6-shooter. He could pull the gun out and unload all 6 rounds faster than what was thought was humanly possible. It was the same speed as like a Viper bite, which is so fast that you would not have time to get away, and it was just incredible. Like, you would blink and the man would have unloaded all 6 rounds already. Watching it, it was insane. So I don't know why that memory got triggered by your 0.006 seconds, because I haven't seen that shit in so long that I don't even know if I'm talking about the right show. It was a really interesting show. It was on like Netflix or something. Probably like 10 years ago. Like, Stanley was still alive and doing a lot more than 3-second cameos.
We need to locate a bomb.
Which I gotta say, I saw something recently, a video of him doing all his cameos, showing up to all these different sets. And super
Drone has
funny.
found a bomb.
He's super kind of sarcastic about how butthurt he was about his cameos. He'd be like, and he probably wasn't. He was just giving people shit and it was funny. Go through all the work. Make all these things. You guys are using my work for your movies.
10 seconds.
And they give me 3 lines.
5 seconds.
And then watching him on the Guardians of the Galaxy one, he gave,
Found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
I think it was Thor 3. He was the barber. And he turns on this machine that comes out with all these wild things and all these blades are spinning. And they're like, just hold it and it'll all come out later. It'll be cool later. And he's just so confused.
Reload! Anything friendly?
He's probably the whole time like, why won't she pick me up? I had to.
Swapping mags!
The diffuser has been recovered.
And I'm sure we both will, brother.
Op 4 last stop.
Loading new magazine! In position.
One friendly operator remaining. Diffuser is active, protected at all costs.
This is the ultimate play. Except for the fact that my mic or my headset will not work.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
I could, but I'll be home well before the stream. It'll be downloaded easily before then. The point of me waiting, I could pay for it right now and have the whole game downloaded before tomorrow. And if my girlfriend wasn't working late, we would have played it today, because I could have turned it to New Zealand time and started playing it at 7 this morning. But I had to work all day, and then she had to work late, so it just wasn't going to work out, unfortunately. So we're going to be doing it tomorrow. I'm waiting to see if by chance, I know it won't, I'm pretty positive it won't, but I've had this backfire before, that it might come to Game Pass, and I'll get it for free. It would say GP on the game if it was, but I've been burned before by games that weren't marked. Paid for it, and then it was for free for everyone on Game Pass the day of launch. And here I am, $30 down for a game that I was going to play that day and never again. So, I'm going to wait. I'm going to come home, see if it's on Game Pass. If it's not, I'll buy it.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
Wall reinforced!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds and counting.
Reloading.
Setting up.
My evil eye has your back.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for action.
My beautiful evil eye is ready.
There's so many winning roamers. Man, I wish this headset wasn't such a piece of shit.
I'm reloading!
Friendly, last operator standing.
Every single death tonight, I blame on my headset. I have 11 kills. I'm carrying this team as hard as I can, and not one other person is positive kills. Almost 2 kills to every death. I can't do it. Jeez. She did say yesterday she doesn't mean one day, but I still have no idea what she means by that. She probably meant if it is a 10-hour game, she's not doing it in one day. That's most likely what she means. Susan, thank you for that like. Cheers. What headset do I have? I have the SteelSeries Arctics X9 or something like that. Holy fucking sweat. No, it says a SteelSeries on there, but yeah, the SteelSeries Arctics X9, the only SteelSeries Arctics that are wireless. They work really well for connecting to your phone, and
We need to locate a bomb.
I'd say 80 to 70% of the time they work extremely well for the games. But that 30 to 20% is hot garbage.
Drone has located a bomb.
Might even switch it. Also because the earmuffs are so sweaty. Or I wouldn't mind
10
having a
seconds.
dry pair.
5 seconds to go. You found a bomb. Make your way to its
Also,
location
these
and
ones have
defuse
not
it.
been good ones tonight. No, they were fine earlier, I should say. The thing I like about those compared to these you cannot adjust the volume on the fly at all.
RCE going out. Laser charge deployed. Placing cluster charge. Recharge set.
You have located a bomb.
Sending out
It's 3 straight headshots.
cluster charge live.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs. Op 4 last operator standing.
Incoming!
Reloading, cover me.
Loading new
I think there's just a
magazine!
lot of pre-firing happening right now. Fuck, I should have allowed that death. So I did end up 2.0.
Op 4
14
eliminated.
kills! Not a bad way to end the night. 14-7 with maybe the biggest backpacking I've had to do in a long time. Down a player, not one other player carrying his weight. That feels good. Feels real good. I mean, 6-5-3, not totally not carrying your weight, but definitely not carrying your weight. They got 2 guys with 10 kills down here. I had to outplay all of them. One guy who was 6-6, he was at least even. 2 guys who were negative, but they were still. Still all better than what I had. And we won. It's incredible. Unprecedented. But it feels good. I gotta toot my horn a little bit on that one. That was some good plays. You have the Razor cracking, got them free with my phone server? The phone server? Phone server? Provider? Must be what you guys use different terminology for. Gives you points for paying your bills, and I use them to get the headset. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of the Razor cracking. That's interesting. Night's over already? Well, it's 9 o'clock. It's the time that we end. I say you can never go out on a loss. And we didn't. We won. So, I'm going to end it tonight. Last night we went long. We almost did 4 hours. A, because I started early, and B, because I went hella late. So, I got to get up earlier tomorrow. I have to actually go into the office on Fridays. So, I need to get some beauty rest. You know how it is. Yeah, when I stay home, when I work from home, don't have to get up, do all of the morning ritual before you go to work, driving to work, all that stuff. So I have a little bit more time if I choose to go a little bit later, but these nights it's hard. It was good, my man. Thank you, appreciate it. You know, hey, we do what we can. Cheers. But yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. I mean, most likely, I'll have number 2 playing with me, and I looked up is if you play online with other people playing this game, the Quarry, what happens is you vote on the decisions they make, and based on the highest votes, or it must randomize if there's a tie, that's the outcome of the decision. Now, if you play couch co-op, like is what we're going to do, then you put your name on however many of the characters you want, and you say, this character is this player, this character is this player. So it's completely your turn and your decisions when it's your character who's actively playing, and when it's their character, you just hand the controller off. And that's how that's going to work. So if I have to play by myself, I will, but it sounds like we got a pretty good chance here that I won't be. So it'll be fun, and we'll see. I'm just gonna wager that more of my characters survive. I'm just gonna say that. That's all. Yeah, it was a great night, great week. Finishing up Ape Escape and the PS1 games was hella fun. Coming back to Siege was a great time. I see I still got it, so that's great. Appreciate you guys chatting with me. Definitely made the night better. Thank you, Michael. Wait, you're telling me people drive to work? Yeah, I know you for sure do. Is it a drinking game? I'm sure we'll be drinking actively throughout the whole stream. I don't think... Well, I don't think we'll have an active drinking game throughout. I have a proposal of an idea for a game that I think will go through. That should be fun. Not going to say what it is until it's approved by both parties. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun for you guys. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You should skull a drink for each person that dies with your name on it. That's pretty similar to what I'm thinking. I was pretty much thinking that, but shots. We'll see. We'll see. Because I expect at least half the characters to live. That's how it always works out for me in Dark Knight, or Dark Pictures Anthologies. Usually, let's get up close and personal. Usually, 2 to 3 players always live. So if only half died, you got to think 4 to 5 throughout a potentially 4.5 hour stream, 4 hour stream, however long it's going to be. You might take 2, maybe 1, so it wouldn't even be that bad. But we'll probably be drinking throughout the stream, so at least I will be. I'll be having some mixies, so bad decisions will get made and characters will die, which is how it's gonna go. I'm seeing it. You'll be at puppy school tomorrow. Well, that sounds fun too, actually. Well, that's sad. Just check out some of the video after it's no longer live. It's gonna be just as good on YouTube or here on Facebook afterwards. It'll be fun. It's a 12-hour thing. Jesus. Well, next stream we're together, you're going to tell me more about this, because that sounds really interesting and I know nothing about it. But anyway, let's get to wrapping her up here tonight. The question tonight, it looks like, if this is correct, only one person voted. Only one person had the cojones to throw a guess out there, and they were right. In which war did the Battle of the Bulge take place? Was it the American Civil War? Excuse me. There's a lot of Civil Wars, so you got to be specific. The American Civil War, the War of 1812, World War I, or World War II? So we'll come back to the answer here shortly. So let's do some shout outs for all you beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, amazing people out there who supported in some way, shape, or form tonight. Thank you, William Dodge, for the like and share. Appreciate you. Uncanny, thank you for the like. Chatting along early and dropping that share. Ryan Montgomery, thanks for chatting along early, starting the hype train. as you always do every day. Even though you've been warning me, you might not be able to. You've been a boss, coming in doing that. Thank you for the like and share. Thank you, William Harris, for the like, TJ for the like, Michael Payne for the like, and sticking with us from when you entered to when you ended, despite the fact that you did not think you'd have the internet capabilities to do so. Appreciate you. Levon, thank you for the like. Kayla, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like. Tyler, thank you for the like. And Susan, thank you for the like. It actually did show you, Susan. You may have missed it, but because you're awesome, I'll play it again. There you are. But it definitely did pop up because I gave you a shout out. I did. Must have had your volume off. Didn't see a Google puppy. I mean, I've seen dog shows and those things. I'm just curious what you're going through in a puppy's school for 12 hours. That to me sounds like well past mine and the average person's capability of handling that amount of time at a puppy school. No, the trivia. It straight up didn't show for you, the trivia? Maybe it glitched. Maybe that's why. Well, thanks for telling me. Huh. Anyway, the answer was World War II. Don't know why it didn't show. That's weird. Don't like that. It was weird. Oh well. That was the question of the night and the answer. So hopefully it works tomorrow. And we'll see what happens after that. So thanks again, everybody, for a wonderful week. Should be going on to another day here. Been doing a lot more Fridays lately, and it's been kind of sweet. Enjoying it. So everyone have a good night. Stay fresh, cheese bags, and we'll see you tomorrow.